Hey there guys, this is NDM here, welcoming you back to another episode of Let's Play Mario Luigi Superstar Saga. Okay, so in the last episode we made it to this statue-like thing that's having his eyes twinkle at us. So this is actually the boss, well, sub-boss if it were, of Hoohoo Mountains, so let's speak to it. Travelers, I am Hoohoo's, Hoohoo's, the ancient weapon of the Hoohoo civilization. Beyond this point, the path grows even crueler. You must prove yourselves up to the challenge. Dare you try this challenge? Why, of course! You must start now, and you must catch 10 Hoohoo spirits within 30 seconds. Do not fall off the ledges, or you will immediately fail. Alright, so this is actually pretty tricky. You have to, obviously, get Mario to do the twirly thing. And you just gotta collect the orbs, but you gotta be quick about it. You can't hang around here, and you can't fall off the edge either, otherwise that screws you up too. So let's try that again. I'm sorry I haven't recorded much lately. It's because on the weekend I was, well, supposed to be going on vacation, but that got cancelled because we got down there and there was like this huge surfing event and all the hotel vacancies were fully booked, so we had nowhere else to stay, and I didn't want to stay in the car because it's so cramped in there and I hate sleeping in cramped places. I even hate sleeping in the heat, and having a whole bunch of people in one confined space is going to consume up all the oxygen, which means that there's going to be no air in the car, and it's obviously going to get warm as well because of the body heat. How many are we supposed to get? 10, did he say? Well, we got 9 just then, so we're on the right path. Somewhat, I guess. Yeah, it was a pain in the ass getting down there as well. It wasn't a very fun journey. I mean, it takes 9 hours to get down there, and I'm really screwing this up. Yep, it's a 9-hour long journey. We left at midnight and arrived there at like 9 o'clock in the morning, I think, something like that. Yeah, took us a while. I haven't got a single one yet. What the hell's going on here, dude? Yeah, this minigame is a gigantic pain in the ass, especially when it spawns like 3 pillars away, so you have to backtrack 3 pillars just to get one, which consumes time, and we don't have time to waste. Not really, anyway. I've also been playing Mega Man Battle Network because I wanted to see what all this whole Mega Man Battle Network was all about. I wanted to see if it was anything like the other Mega Man games, but it's actually not. It's more of an RPG-based kind of game. Which is kind of funny thinking that Mega Man has an RPG counterpart. Well, it's not really a part of the main series, it's a spin-off game. Much like I would count, well, these are technically spin-off games. You wouldn't count these as a part of the original Mario Bros. Series. You wouldn't even count Mario 64, really, as an original Mario game. Because the original Mario games are the side-scrollers, you know, like on the NES, Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, 3. I can't seem to do this minigame for some dumb reason. You have to be really quick, and I'm not even joking around either. You had 30 seconds to do it, and then after this you got to fight the boss, which is that statue over there. And maybe if I stop talking, that might just help. Yay, we did it that time with 7 seconds to spare, and we didn't miss a single one. Now for your next challenge. You must defeat me! Oh god. He's changed his form or appearance. Let us begin. So this is like an evil statue we have to fight here, I assume. Well, I wouldn't necessarily count him as evil. I guess it's like a trial. You know, you have to prove yourself worthy to climb the mountain. Yeah, this boss is actually pretty easy. The gimmick is easy as well, and his attacks are really easy to dodge. And they're very predictable, so Yeah, no big deal. He's like, I'm a firing my laser. Yeah, that's the point. We don't have our hammers yet. Because I've been playing Super Mario RPG as well for the Super Nintendo, and in that game I've got the hammer. So I was kind of confused at first as to why Mario isn't using his hammer instead of jumping. But yeah, that's the reason, because I'm playing a completely different game. And I'm pretty sure I mentioned that I haven't beaten Mario RPG for the Super Nintendo before. The whole reason why I'm actually beating it now is so that I don't have to Let's Play it blind in the future. Because doing a blind Let's Play of any RPG is pretty intense. Especially if it's like a Final Fantasy game. I mean, I really don't want to do a Final Fantasy game blind either. And I think I know what the problem is here, is that I'm actually hitting the pillar that the statue is hiding underneath. So what I need to do is hit the one that is not hiding underneath, so when I actually hit the one that is hiding underneath, he won't have anywhere else to cover. So I'll do that now. That's exactly what I did before, but I don't know why I'm not doing it. I haven't been doing it recently. Yeah, and I've also been contemplating on, for future Let's Plays, whether or not to actually name the videos. You know, like I always give the episode's names and things. I'm probably going to stop doing that for future Let's Plays because it's starting to get really hard to think of names. Because I'm finding myself always using the same kind of name for each video, and it takes a while for me to actually think of something creative to call an episode, or give an episode title. Yeah, it takes a while for me to think of one, and I don't want to have to sit there for like 10 minutes trying to think of a name for a video, when all I gotta do is just type in the name of the game, what episode it is, and that's it. Well, that wasn't the reason why I didn't give episode names for Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. The reason why I didn't give episode names for that game is because I already gave episode names for Red Rescue Team. And Red Rescue Team and Blue Rescue Team are basically the same game, just on a different console with a different display. I kind of prefer Blue Rescue Team over Red Rescue Team, because at least with Blue Rescue Team you can have on the top screen what your team looks like, you know, levels and how much HP each party member has left, whereas on Red Rescue Team you can't do that. You have to actually go on the menu and check the other Pokemon's stats. And that became more noticeable in future Mystery Dungeon games on DS, like Explorers of Sky, and well, I haven't really played enough of Gates of Infinity to actually remember, because it was a long time ago since I last played that game. And I didn't really like Gates of Infinity. I thought it was a very sloppy Mystery Dungeon game. Besides, you didn't have all the generations of Pokemon. You had only, I think it was 6th gen or 5th gen Pokemon you had. Whatever Gen Black and White is, you had all those Pokemon in it, and I'm going to be honest with you, Black and White Pokemon are not my favorite Pokemon in the series. I'd say probably the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl had the best Pokemon so far, anyway, out of all the Pokemon games. But whenever anyone talks about Pokemon, everyone always mentions either Emerald or Fire Red, because that was the time when I started getting into Pokemon, was when Pokemon Fire Red first came out, because it was the very first Pokemon game I ever played. And boy, that only seems like yesterday, Jesus Christ. Now that I think about it, yeah. because I remember the exact place I bought it from. You have passed this test too. Now you must face the test of reaching the summit. Well, we're already halfway there, or not even that. I think we're actually well over halfway of actually reaching the top of the mountain, so yeah, it shouldn't be too much of a problem, Mr. Statue Dude. Well, I think that deserves a save, so we're going to go to the save point, and there's an item block up there, which will be mine. In fact, there's 2 item blocks that will be mine. So we'll save, and we shall get those. Yeah, and there's another boss coming up shortly as well, but I'll probably save that for the next episode because it's actually quite a tough boss and it'll probably take a lot longer than what it did to defeat that statue. And this is the first boss that is actually going to give you a real challenge, because Tolstar wasn't really that tough, that guy wasn't really that tough, and 4-4 was just a tutorial boss, so yeah, it's going to be a lot harder to fight the upcoming boss. And I've not played any of the Mario RPG games on 3DS apart from Dream Team Bros. I know there's Paper Jam, and there's another Mario RPG game. Yeah, it was Paper Mario, that was it, yeah. But Paper Jam is basically a crossover between these kind of games and Paper Mario, because they're both of the RPG ilk, you know, they both have that same kind of style. But basically they have the same battle mechanics, really, when you think about it. It's just the art style is completely different. And I might actually come around to Let's Playing a Paper Mario game in the future at some point. Well, I can't Let's Play the GameCube one because I haven't got it, a physical copy on the GameCube. So the GameCube Paper Mario game is not going to be likely at any stage in the future because I don't have it, and it's actually quite hard to get hold of online because of the prices. It costs a lot of money. And I've looked in every second-hand shop and I can't find it either. Because usually in second-hand shops they sell games for a much more decent price than what they do online, because online you have grafters, a lot of people who want money from you. So they put the prices on the games to make them more expensive, especially if they're rare games. Let's take Conker's Bad Fur Day for example. You can get a cartridge of Conker without the box for about 60 quid, 60 pounds online. And I don't know how much that is in dollars, so I know pounds are more expensive or more valuable than dollars, so I would hate to imagine how much it would cost in dollars. Probably cost like maybe $90, something stupid like that. Yeah, probably. So if you want to get Conker's Bad Fur Day, I just recommend you get it on Rare Replay because well, Rare Replay is cheaper to get and it's on a HD console. The only problem is like the controls are way more awkward than what they are on the 64. But I have the original physical copy of the game, so I'm set. I don't have to worry about going online and spending so much money on that. But there are games like right, I can't seem to get that item block, so I'm just going to give up on that. And we'll just try and make some progress here. Yeah, there's games like Mario Party 3, yeah, that game is really expensive online, even for the cartridge. And so is... what other games are expensive on the 64? Well, we all know that Earthbound is expensive on a physical copy. The only way you ever... Never ever get your hopes up about getting Earthbound on cartridge. The only way you're ever going to get Earthbound nowadays is either by emulator or by downloading it on the Virtual Console. And downloading on the Virtual Console is not that much different than playing it on the Super Nintendo. I imagine the controls feel really nice as well. In fact, they're probably better than what they are on the Super Nintendo. Yeah, that's just a syrup. I wasted all that time for a goddamn syrup when I probably have a billion of those in my inventory already. Alright, okay, so switch. Alright, so we're at the top of the mountain now. I think this is it. Oh no, we're nowhere near. Well, we are close, but I thought we was at the top there for a second. I think we just got one more bit of climbing to do, and then we're done. I think. I swear these dinosaurs were in Super Mario World at one point. And they're also in Partners in Time as well, I believe. They make an appearance in that game as well. Alright, is it backspace to go to inventory? Yes, it is. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the controls. Alright, so we don't need to use any syrups. We got plenty of mushrooms. I'm killing every enemy in sight just to get as much EXP as I can, because accumulating as much EXP as you can is always beneficial. And there's a 1-up mushroom, that's nice as well. Alright. I think you get super 1-up mushrooms as well, because when you use a 1-up mushroom it doesn't always recover your health to full. It just depends how much HP you have in total, really. And if you got loads of HP in total, it won't fully heal you. Alright, I'm pretty sure that this is the last part right here. I'm pretty sure of it. More dry bones. Damn, there's a lot of them here. We got a beanie, we got 2 T-Rexes, and then we got dry bones at the back there. At least we got the upper hand on the battle though, so. Yeah, the problem is with fighting these things, if they get the upper hand on you, you can't dodge them. Because they're too high for you to dodge. You can only dodge them once you've hit them, because when you hit them you squish them down. And that gives you enough jumping height to evade their attacks. There's a lot of bean spots on this mountain that we're going to have to come back for later on at some point. And that's how you do that. Just go back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, this is actually quite a good place to grind. We're going to have to go back, aren't we? Yep. Well, for this stage of the game it is anyway, but later on it's going to become obsolete, obviously. Just like most RPGs, it may seem great at the beginning when you're low level that all these enemies are giving such good EXP, but then you come back here at a greater level and the EXP just becomes less valuable. Yeah, the only problem is with Mario RPG on the Super Nintendo is that I'm pretty far in the game, but all the enemies only give like 6 EXP and 8 EXP per every single enemy you kill. Like, that's even worse than the grinding in Mother 1, because in Mother 1 they don't give you that much experience, but that game just... I imagine it'll get better later on, but still, they only give you like 8 EXP for every enemy you kill. Or, like, if there's a group of enemies and you kill them all, the most amount of experience points you can get, probably, at the stage that I'm at in the game, which is pretty far, is about 12 EXP. And that's pretty ridiculous. I think you get more EXP in Route 1 on Pokemon Fire Red. Alright guys, I'm going to end off the episode here and continue on the next episode. So in the next episode, Let's Play Mario Luigi Superstar Saga, we shall take on the very first and most difficult of, well, difficult so far, boss that we will be facing. So until then, this is NDM saying thanks for watching, take care, everybody, see you in the next video, and goodbye.